Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey to a lesser-known chapter of Philippine history, a story of unexpected encounters and cultural fusion. We're talking about the Sepoys and their surprising role in the archipelago. Now, you might be asking, who were the Sepoys? Great question. The term Sepoy originally referred to Indian soldiers who served under European colonial powers, most famously, the British East India Company. They were skilled, professional soldiers from various regions across the Indian subcontinent. But how on earth did they end up in the Philippines? The story begins in the 18th century. During a global conflict known as the 7 Years' War, Britain and Spain were on opposite sides, and their rivalries spilled over into their colonies. In 1762, a powerful British fleet appeared in Manila Bay, catching the Spanish colonial government completely off guard. A key part of this British invasion force was a contingent of Sepoy soldiers. These men were veterans, experienced in the tactics of the British military, but hailing from a completely different cultural background. They were instrumental in the British capture of Manila. For 2 years, from 1762 to 1764, the British flag flew over the city, a brief but significant interruption in over 3 centuries of Spanish rule. But what happens when the war ends? This is where our story takes a really interesting turn. In 1764, with the signing of the Treaty of Paris, the British agreed to return the Philippines to Spain. The occupation was over. While most of the British forces packed up and sailed away, a significant number of the Sepoy soldiers did not. Why did they stay? Well, the reasons were varied and deeply personal. Some had formed relationships with local women and started families. Others may have feared repercussions or simply saw a better future for themselves in the Philippines than returning to India. The British offered them passage back, but many chose to forge a new life in this new land. These Sepoy soldiers didn't just disappear into the population. They established a distinct community. Many of them settled in a specific area in Taytay, Rizal, a town just east of Manila. Even today, this area is known for its residents with distinctly South Asian features, a living testament to this historical event. Think about it, here were these soldiers thousands of miles from home, bringing their own languages, customs, and even cuisine. They integrated into Filipino society, but they also left an indelible mark. This wasn't a clash of civilizations in the violent sense, but a gradual, organic blending of cultures. The community they founded in Taytay and another in Cainta became a unique melting pot. Over generations, they intermarried with the local Tagalog population. Their descendants became Filipino, yet they retained a unique heritage. Surnames, physical features, and even certain family traditions can be traced back to these 18th century soldiers. The influence wasn't just genetic, it was cultural. Imagine the culinary exchange. Indian culinary traditions, with their rich spices and cooking techniques, would have been introduced to the local palate. While it's hard to pinpoint exact dishes today, this interaction was an early form of the cultural globalization we see so often now. They introduced new plants and agricultural knowledge, adapting their skills to the tropical Philippine environment. This story challenges the simple narrative of colonialism. It shows that history is made up of individual human choices. These Sepoys weren't just soldiers in a foreign army. They were people who made the life-altering decision to stay, to build families, and to contribute to a new society. They became, in essence, some of the earliest Indian Filipinos. Their legacy is a reminder of the complex and often surprising ways cultures interact. The Philippines, already a crossroads of Asian and European influences, gained another layer of diversity through these men. Their descendants in Taytay and Cainta are a vibrant part of the modern Filipino tapestry, a community with a story that stretches back over 250 years to a global war and a personal choice. It's a powerful example of how historical events, even violent ones like an invasion, can have unintended and fascinating consequences. The Sepoys came as conquerors, but stayed as neighbors, husbands, and fathers, weaving their own unique thread into the rich fabric of Philippine history. Their story is a testament to resilience, adaptation, and the creation of new identities in the face of profound change. So the next time you think about Philippine history, remember it's not just a story of Spanish friars and American generals. That's also the story of Indian soldiers who found a new home and forever changed a small corner of the islands. It's a beautiful reminder that our roots can be found in the most unexpected of places. Thank you so much for joining me on this historical deep dive. What other hidden histories are you curious about? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the past. Until next time, stay curious,